Hey, what is up, guys? And we're back for part 3 of our Green Hell story mode. And just to give you an update of where we left off, so we found the docks. And since last recording, we found a tortoise. So we're gonna use that shell, of course. And as you can see, we crafted a lot of bone items. Now, why am I crafting a lot of these bone items? Okay. So as you can see, I've replaced the tribal spears with bone spears, but I've kept the rusty axe. So as you can see, the durability is now down to 53% from 99 when we got it. So we're leaving the bone axes here. So we're just crafting and crafting to raise the level of our crafting skills. Our meats are spoiled. What the? What happened? Should have been just one night, right? So we've wasted all of our capybara meat. So, well, there's nothing that we can do about it now, right? Let's see. So we have our Biden with clean water there. These are just like cooked meat. Then this is the tortoise shell. We're going to take that with us. Let's go ahead and check our fish here. No bites yet. And I think we have to head out. So I'll just go ahead and sort my inventory here. So there's an automatic way that you can actually sort your inventory. I believe it's like pressing Y or something, I forget. But I like sorting my inventory manually, for the reason being that it's going to be more space efficient, so that I can actually place where the items will be going. Okay, so we've got a lot of snacks. We're at 42.4. We've got 9 arrows. We have bandages here on the ready. We have our tortoise shell. We have 2 ropes, no sticks, since we can get sticks during our travel. We're going to find the next camp. Let's see if there's any tribes person there. None. Okay. Oh, another armadillo there. Let's not waste any chance of getting armadillo. See, armadillo armor is like one of the best armors in the game. So metal armor is the best one, but unless you're in survival mode, metal armor is not worth it. Like if you're in story mode, you just want to get through the story and all that stuff. But if you're in survival, like you're there for unlimited amount of days, so you can actually spend the time in crafting metal armor. And yes, it's worth it. For armadillo armor, it's, I believe, on par with bone armor. But I just like the looks of armadillo armor better. Okay, so we have our armadillo shell here. Let's go ahead and craft this sucker before venturing out, actually. So again, craft with the banana leaf, with the armadillo shell, and 2 ropes. 1, 2, and craft. Now this is 56%. Now let's go ahead and inspect. This is 41. This is 49. Now tribes people will most likely hit your arms. So I oftentimes want to place armadillo armor on my arm. And then for my feet, I already have armadillo armor there and bone armor here. So even though the bone armor is 52%, I just like the looks of armadillo armor. And bones are, well, it's not as rare as armadillo, or it's easier to actually get bones rather than armadillo. So I'll choose armadillo anytime because of the aesthetics. Okay. Now, we'll be heading south. So that way. But we're going through this river here. Do I need anything? Okay, I can use some of the fruits. So we're just going to eat anything that's edible on our way if we need anything. So our carbs and hydration is full. We need a bit of fat and protein. So even though we have meat and stuff here, so we might want to save that for later. So this gives us carbs and energy. So energy is good since we will be trekking across this patch of the forest. Now we would always want to be careful of the ground, like for spiders and snakes. So again, this is the one that you can actually get the heart of palm. There we go. Now I still have space. Yep, they stack together. So these big trees here, we're always going to check that out just in case there are blue mushrooms. Blue mushrooms gives you 10 energy if you eat it raw. You can actually boil it into soup. I think that will give you larger amounts of energy, but since we don't actually have a camp, and we can stack those in our inventory as like raw mushrooms, takes up less space, and we can actually, or we'd prefer it to be raw. Okay, so we have tracks. We just need to actually follow the tracks and we'll reach our destination. So basically you're going from the docks, which is used by like modern people recently that apparently you cannot find here anymore, to another place that they might actually be going to. So these mushrooms, they'll give you food poisoning if you eat them raw, but you can actually place them in soup or make it into like mushroom soup. Oh, armadillo. We have full armadillo armor, so if you place them in mushroom soup, those kinds of mushrooms will actually give you good amount of carbs and the food poisoning is gone. So this is the place that we're actually looking for. See that? That's where we want to be to progress a bit of the story or the game lore.
Mia, I found something. Some buildings.
Building in the jungle. What kind of building?
I don't know yet. Give me a moment.
Okay, so this is a water collector. So even though there's no rain, it actually pours or drips water from below, as you can see there. So all we need is something to collect the water. You can actually put the tortoise shell there, but the empty pot or this steel pot would actually collect a lot more water than a tortoise shell. Okay, charcoal is always good for fire. Keeps them burning. Now these empty cans, you can actually... I'd recommend you collect those in story mode. I mean in survival, since you can actually melt those up and create metal armor. So let's go ahead and talk to me
Those
again.
buildings I mentioned look like they're abandoned. Drug factory, maybe?
Wait, what? A drug factory? Here? Are you sure there's no one in there?
Well, it does look like it was used recently.
Please be careful. Someone might return at any moment.
Even found some cages. Someone was being held here.
Any idea who it was?
A tribesman. I found some amulets here.
Why would they lock up a tribesman?
A war over territory, maybe? There's a village nearby. Maybe there's a conflict. I don't think they got along well.
It's possible.
Okay, now this is the time, since we're getting these cans, these do not expire. So I'd like to keep those as much as I can. You know, for emergency and stuff, but in this kind of difficulty, most likely we might not need those. So it might just be like a waste of space. So our bone knife here is at 97%. This one's 100. We'll trade that any day.
You don't think that the tribe attacked them, do you? It could be why this place is empty.
The Yabahuaca are not violent. If it was them, they must have been provoked.
This place almost looks untouched. I mean, if they were at war, wouldn't they have burned it down?
They would have never started a fire in the jungle. They consider it sacred.
Right. Okay, over and out.
Okay, so you have mattresses here, you have a calendar here to save the game. Oh. Painkillers. What good is painkiller in this game? Well, if you get a fever or poison, can actually cure that by using painkillers. Okay. So we'll settle here a bit before venturing out again. So we want to progress the story as much as possible.
They even have a microwave here.
In the middle of the jungle? What for?
I think they used it to dry out the drugs. It's one of the steps in manufacturing narcotics.
Right. Anything you can use?
What? I don't want to get high out in the middle of the jungle.
Jake, I meant tools and such.
No.
Too bad.
I don't like this Mia anymore. Like, why is she talking like that to Jake? As if she's not caring. No space. Okay. Now we have space. Then we'll bring that near our water collector so that whenever it rains, we get more water here.
They even have logos on the packages. These guys aren't messing around. This was a professional operation.
I can't believe that's what you're doing right now.
I kind of like it. Every business operation needs a logo. I mean, even illegal ones like this.
Jake, you're wasting the batteries.
Jake is talking to you and being humorous because he wants to keep his sanity up. Well, I mean, you can argue that he's already insane, but still. Okay, so you see this fruit? This is actually a soursop. And if you eat it, gives you hydration, gets rid of parasites, and I think a few carbs. Yep. This is actually a good fruit. So we have bamboo, small palms, and small banana leaves here. Okay, and we continuously craft things. This is to increase our crafting level. See, 61. So the more we craft things like we discussed last time, the higher our crafting skills. Or I mean, the durability of the items that we craft. Okay. Now this is a drug factory of some sort. And this is a plantation. Okay, I see a banana tree there. Coconut trees are around, so we know that coconuts will spawn from time to time. Here, we'll learn about the killer trap and we'll set it up. So we might actually catch a tapir or capybara or a peccary there. And this is for large preys. Okay. So we're at 48. fat. And these things spoiled already. Ah, let's eat this. So let's drop that first. Okay, since that will not expire or will not be spoiled, I guess we can actually drop our tortoise shell. We forgot to drop it. To collect water. And then let's collect sticks to build fire.
Mia, is there anything else that you could tell me about my accident?
Honey, I know as little as you do.
I know, but I was running from something.
I don't know how to help you. Just do whatever it takes to survive, okay? Your memories might come back on their own.
Yeah, well, maybe you're right. Over and out. Mia, just before the accident, you called me in the middle of the night. What happened?
My lamp went out. I panicked.
No, come on. You were scared. What happened?
I know. I'm sorry. Don't worry about me.
I need to know if everything's all right. Okay?
It's not all right. How can it be? You're out there, far away from me.
Hey, you're right. It was just a dumb question, okay? I'm just worried.
I know, mi amor.
She has Jake wrapped around her finger. So again, we're building a fire here since this is actually a covered area, so we don't have to create a roof.
Bitch!
Okay, put our meat there. And drink some water. Okay. Now I'm getting over encumbered faster. So it means that we actually have a lot of things. Might actually be too much things. But from base camp to base camp, we'll actually drop these things in the future. Make way for easier construction and foraging. If we take a look, our rusty axe is at 48%. Still not worth it to actually replace it with our like bone axes. If we create bone axes, if we hunt down large game here, still not worth it since the rusty axe cuts down trees way faster than bone axe. The bone axe is actually heavy. It does look good, but it's heavy. And it doesn't actually differ from like a regular, like the other axes in this group. Okay, now we have blue mushrooms here, which I would like to take every time, all the time. Then let's eat these green glowing mushrooms.
Mia, I met a tribal warrior.
Your voice sounds strange. What happened?
Eat the banana.
He attacked me.
Oh my god, are you okay?
I killed him, Mia. I had to. I've never... Mia.
Cariño, breathe. You can't let it get to you. I'm glad you're still alive and talking to me.
You're right. But I'm afraid it might happen again. What if there's more of them?
Just keep thinking about me. You have to survive for me.
So we don't have to eat those meat yet. Then we have 5 of the blue mushrooms. Nice. Larva, I don't think that we'll need that.
Mia, how are you feeling? It's been days. Is everything okay?
Yeah, I'm a little dizzy, that's all.
Probably just tired. Why don't you get some rest?
I just remembered that time when we flew out for the weekend to the Bahamas. Do you remember?
Sure I do. How could I forget?
We promised we'd go back there again. After all, we spent the whole visit in our hotel room and didn't really do much sightseeing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jake, we'll never go there again.
Don't say that. Don't give up. Stay focused. Everything will be fine. You'll see.
If you believe it, then so do I.
Nope. I lost trust in you, Mia. You're always sounding very evasive. You always sound as if you don't care. don't like this Mia for Jake anymore. See? Unknown bulb. Now this is panther territory. So we might get big cats around, so that's why I'm always preparing my bow and looking out or looking around. And in the game they're very good hunters. Like in this game they'll stalk you. If you run, then that's the time that they'll run and attack you. But if you keep your distance and just slowly walk away, then you should be good. Oh, no space. Literally no space. This takes up a large chunk of space. You don't need carbs though. There we go. Okay, so let's cook up that unknown bulb. Probably drop some of these things here. Or yeah, let's add it to the fire instead. To keep that fire burning. Drink water. Probably eat one of these. And then we'll sleep. Okay, another thing for you guys to pause the video and read if you want to get the lore of the game. Alright, now since we slept, we can eat this. Okay. Okay, now we want to bring these two with us. Just in time, we need some fats. Okay. Now we're actually here. In this symbol, in this map. This burned up map that we found in the very first village, which is right here. Now we can actually use this map and the coordinates in our watch to find where we'll be heading next. Now where I want to go is, I want to go back up. Probably let's get back to our docks area since we have our pot. And we have everything that we need, I think. So let's go ahead and head back. So again, same routine. Check the area, check the ground for anything that we can eat or anything that we need to evade. Now we're just heading due north. Okay, I love this fruit. Gives you tons of energy, protein, carbohydrates. No, you didn't see me here. Oh, I don't think we have space for the shell. Oh, we do. Okay, perfect. So the armadillo armor is actually long. I can't eat this until I'm all washed up. Okay. Let's craft this first to reduce our weight. Because if you actually wear it, it doesn't affect your backpack weight. So 65. Now for our armors, we have 61. We have 56, which we will be changing to 65. We have 41 and 49. So the 41 will go off and apply the 55. Wait, okay. Okay. Now let's take this in the meantime. Okay, now where are we at? We need to go north. So we'll follow this road, but keep an eye due north. Oh, I must not eat. I heard a snake. There we go. So these are for target practice, because the more you use a weapon, the higher the level you'll get for the weapons. For example, here we can actually kill this but not harvest it. Let me take the arrow and then kill this but not harvest it. And again, we found the main Amazon River. Now, as you know, from the position of our docks camp, once you find the Amazon River, this huge Amazon River here, it's easy to find the camp. No. It's going the other way. Come on. So caimans are actually very easy to kill. Since they move very slowly. And they're always heading towards you since they want to attack you. Hard part about caiman is that when it's on water, it's hard to see them, so they can actually do a successful ambush attack. Okay, nothing here, nothing to see. Okay, we can eat a nut. And then we're again back here at our base camp. Technically, my favorite camp. Now, why is this pink? Is this bugged out? This is the stingray tail. Alright, so we got a couple of charcoals and campfire ash. Again, we'd want to make a small fire here. Then we have a very good water supply system here. Lots of coconut shells, and now we have added a tortoise shell and the empty pot. Okay. Now let's stay here in the meantime. Let's drop these. Drop the honey there. Cans go here. Orange juice. Bag of nuts. As you can see, we have a bit of an OC problem happening here. Okay, so this lasts a day. So we have good carbs. Candy bar. Okay, now we're 34.5 of 50. A lot of the weight goes to charcoal, I guess. Oh, this is the plant that we need for the next ritual, which is, I believe, in Lambda 1, the location in the map that we actually need to go. This is where the main story plot goes, or requires us to go. But of course, for the sake of a good gameplay, we'd want to there are like certain places here that we'd want to go to as well. Let's just call them points of interest. So we have a couple of sticks and small sticks here to start our fire, I guess. we go. Okay, so I'd want to fill this up. So let's go ahead and hunt. Let's check our fish trap here. Another small one. A parasite? Where did I get that? These are just carbohydrates. I need the yellow, the red cap. Turtle! That's meat and an extra tortoise shell. Okay, no natives there. Let's go ahead and hunt for meat. We need big game. So I know that there's a capybara spot uphill here. But I want to go for... I think it's... peccary that's in this area. Yeah, that's still capybara. Oh, red cap. Okay. There should be tapirs and peccaries here. But all I'm getting are capybaras, so perhaps we'll just go ahead and settle for a capybara meal. Why are you shaking like that? Are you still alive? Okay. So we're 70 of 50 because we got a lot of meat here. But we want to bring all of those home. Because I'm planning to have a successful dry meat. So bear with me. So here's a technique actually. If you're over encumbered, if you see, we move, we jitter every time we change. This is the normal walk. This is if you speed it up with shift. Then if you change weapons, you jitter. Or there's like a spike of speed. Just be careful when you're walking on rivers, since it's like, especially for murky water such as this, if there's a stingray, it doesn't actually give you a warning, and you won't be able to see it good. And it's the same as a snake bite. Let's just inspect ourselves. Seem to have a lot of leeches on us. Okay. Now we're very slow. One of the techniques is, of course, like bringing just like enough arrows, like 5 arrows. When you're traveling or hunting, you bring 2 spears. You can actually drop your axe if you're not planning to. Like gather wood or something, just to reduce that encumberment or that weight in your backpack. You see, the more you have in your backpack, the heavier it gets, obviously. But we don't have much. Like, we have a lot of charcoal, yeah. Like, what's the weight of charcoal? A single piece is 0.4 kilograms or pounds or whatever you want, whatever system you're in or you're using, whichever region of the world you are in. Peacock bass. Oh. Right. So, what we can do though is this. You open your backpack, you carry it. Somewhere like this. Then you don't actually have to put it in your backpack, right? Now we can just litter all the bones here, like so. And then put our meat here. Harvest this fish. Now, the higher your cooking skill, the faster you can actually cook. So what do we need? Water, of course. Lots and lots of water. Let's go ahead and check if there are any nuts. Have larvae here? No. Okay, so I guess we're all good. So we'll just wait for these meat to properly cook. Or, well, basically dry. And we might settle here for a few more days. Should I build a smoker instead of a dryer? Like a bamboo smoker or something? Because it's easier to smoke than like a drying rack. But drying doesn't give you as high nutrient boost as smoking. But smoking is faster than drying. Oh, probably next time. But at least you guys know that you have the option for smoking as well. Remember, we got the smoker from the abandoned village up here by the cave. So you can cross the river either here through the rocks or through those mangroves without swimming. Since swimming, you might get bitten by these nasty boys. Piranhas. Anybody want to come close? Mm-hmm. See that? They're biting. Piranha actually bit me. I'm trying to fish them out. So as you can see there, piranhas in the river. So you can actually walk across here or using the mangroves there. Okay. So it's 8 in the evening. Let me just check our fire here. Okay, it's still okay. Let's just try and scout the area. We don't want tribal or tribes to actually, the Waraha warriors to attack us unknowingly. So instead of receiving a surprise attack, we'd want to be the ones to give them surprise attacks. Well, I actually have capybara meat, so I don't need fat that much. The capybara meat will actually give this decent amount of fat and protein. Let's just... Oh. I heard a spider. Where are you at? There we go. Hehe. So we just want to level up our spears as well. So it actually helps in throwing. See that? So it charges faster. The higher your spear skill level is. So what are skill levels right now? So our axe is at 34 since we've been chopping down trees a lot. Blades is at level 5. We've never used this since the beginning. In the beginning we just like used this a bit until we actually forged our axe. Spear is at 7 since we've been using our bow more. Our fire starting is at 6. Crafting is at 27. Cooking is at 17. Archery at 20. Harvesting at 13. See how big this is? Okay, so I think that's it for today. So again, we're back here at our docks camp. We just visited the cartel's area. And for our next episode, we'll go ahead and venture into the middle of the map, right around here. So we'll explore this area, since that's also a way in reaching Lambda 2 for our next ayahuasca drink. Okay, so I'll go ahead and end the video now and stay tuned for our future videos. Before we leave this area, we'll go ahead and make sure that our meat are all done. And if you like these kinds of content, just hit like, can comment anything, or probably if there are places that you want me to check out on the map if you haven't played the game. Of course, hit like and subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss anything whenever I upload these game footages. So I'll let you go. Adieu.